Okay, here I'm back in my conference center. I'm going to go to View, Load Workspace, Standard, just so I've got everything laid out on the user interface that I want to see. I'm going to get out of the timeliner because I'm done with that, and I'm going to show you the next option, which is the Clash Detective. So Clash Detective, I'm going to pin it open, and I'm actually going to drag it out so you can see a bit more. So what I do is, under the Select tab here, I can choose the objects in the left column that I want to be my beginning selection. All of the supplier system is what I've selected. And then on the right column is, what am I looking to see it clashes with? So what I'm going to do here is, I'm also looking under Sets, and I'm going to pick structural framing. I'm going to just hold the structural framing steel like this. Down here, I don't want to look for instances where maybe the supplier system interferes with itself, maybe through having been drawn incorrectly, hopefully, and maybe there's the supplier system is actually kind of running through itself because it was drawn incorrectly. So I'm toggling off the self-intersect, and a hard run is where they physically have to kind of either clash or be very close to each other. The tolerance there is gives you a little leeway to specify a value. So if they were within 0.01 feet of each other, then that would count as a clash. That's giving me flexibility to change the actual values. And when I say start, it's actually gone through the whole model, and if I look under results, I can see that where the model clashed. Let me try and make this a little smaller so I can see it on the screen. So if you see down here, if I go clash 2 is this, clash 3 is that, clash 4, clash 5. So that lets me know that it's actually created viewpoints of the places where this condition has been discovered. Right. So here it's actually said it will save the viewpoints that are in here. So I'm just going to check the other things here, is that if you were going to do this more than once, you can set values in here and then save them and run them as a batch job. So for example, here I might say air supply and structural steel, something like that. I can have multiple jobs to process and run them all at the same time. But just now I've only got the one in here. The rules only really apply, I don't see anything in there. Ignore clashes between items in the same. No, so those are, remember you have files that come in from different products, like maybe AutoCAD, so you might want to apply a rule in certain situations. This is what we set, these are our results, and then we can say we want to produce a report. Also, I can change the values in here. Let me say, if I switch off dim other, what I want you to see is that this is controlling the display. So that dim other is what's dimming the other objects that are there, but highlighting the objects that are clashing. Auto zoom is why it moved from one to another when I click on these. Hide other, right? Hide other objects. Anyway, so here I'm going to say create a report and write the report. and so it give me air supply and steel, save, and I'm done, right? So if I go back to this, I'll just close it down, and I am ready to move to the next option, which is that I want to look at rendering using Presenter.